Hello, I'm now home back from a holiday for a few days now, and as with some other things, I want to show you a little bit how I did it. Um, Let me first start out by it was a group travel, and I wanted to see Stonehenge, but the part of England where it is very busy, so my husband did not really want to drive there, and I did not want to force him. So I looked for a journey which brought us the facilities to be able to do that. I found a group trip with a base in one hotel, so I could skip days if it was needed. The rest of the program was also very nice. Um, so I started analyzing and I thought, okay, the journey you have to make, and then there is a day with gardens, and which I can skip. And then 3 intense days. Oh no, a free day, which I can relax a little bit with Pim. And then 3 intense days, and then a day with garden again, which I could skip. And then the journey home. So I started thinking about that. I started seeing that we could drive our car within 20 minutes to the place where everybody who was collected from all over the country with shuttle buses stepped on, and so we did not have to do that. So in my opinion, it was very simple. You stepped into a coach and traveled and traveled and traveled, then arrived at the hotel, and then did dinner, and then I could rest for a day. So I thought, okay, the group dynamics. Can I deal with interaction with people? Well, since I have a medicine which kind of calms me down a little bit, so I'm a little bit more relaxed in things. I thought, yeah, and I had some practice recently, so I think, okay, I can be kind of social. And that with the days of rests, I thought perfect opportunity or the only opportunity to see Stonehenge. Um, I'm taping this introduction. As I said, I have been home for several days now and I kind of rested, but I wanted to tape it now when everything was still fresh. So this video is where I share a little bit of how the holiday went and what the issues were and what the uh, great experiences were. I taped the visitations or the things I saw in separate movies to keep that separate so people can watch this, which is the kind of autistic, highly functioning autistic side of the journey, and versus the just general footage of the things we saw and visited. And I hope you will kind of enjoy this video. I'm taping some videos in between to connect the whole image, which I taped on the holiday itself, of course. And I hope this kind of helps you a little bit to find your way also. I must say that, in all honesty, I have not done group travel in many years. I only did group travel when I was, whoa, let's see, 18 to 25. I can't remember having done group travel since then. So it has been a while, and I have learned a lot this journey. And it has its ups and downs, as you probably will see. But as I said, I hope this will help other autistic people to try to make the most of it within their possibilities. And it might be that you see this video and think, oh, I might be able to do that also, or that it probably might make it clear to you that it probably is not a good idea for you. So please enjoy. The first day was the journey itself, and we went directly to the collecting points with our car, which we parked there. So we didn't have to use all the shuttle buses who picked up people everywhere and brought them to the collection points. So that saved us a little bit um, time. It went very nicely, and it was already clear and you could pick up some coffee, but you immediately step into two buses who were collecting the people, and people trying to connect before the journey starts, and then turning out to be people who were traveling the other trip. Then hours and hours in the bus with only one stop, and then a ferry, which we could separate a little bit from the group, but you come into the surroundings of a lot of other people. And then we arrived at Dover, then a lot of hours. Then in a hotel, everybody checking in at the same time. You don't check in as a group, you have to check in as a individual, and it was stressy, a lot of people, all those things. I knew it was a long journey in the bus, but all those separate things which I mentioned, I did not really take into account. I took in account the hours and that I had to be social with people, but all those extra things, like at the collection points and in a hotel where everybody wants to check in, everybody is dumping the bags and trying to get the bags to the room with only one small elevator. We were reasonably quick, but you have to fill in forms, you have to copy a passport number, and then you go upstairs and you sleep. And unfortunately, I had already decided to take a rest day while the others were going to visit gardens. Well, this is the second day, and I already calculated that I would need to stay in the hotel. That's not that bad, because they are visiting gardens today, and I can take my rest and sleep a lot. Tomorrow will be a free day for the group also, and then I can spend some leisurely time with Pim together, and then the day after that, then Stonehenge on the program, which I want to do, so I have to rest. Even though it's difficult, but I have to give in to the tiredness, and I'm sleeping a lot, but it's still possible to do trips like this if you calculate in some days to rest. And this trip I specifically choose because you have one base, you don't skip hotel to hotel to hotel. You simply have one hotel from which you make the daily excursions, so I can skip some days. I also had a terrible migraine, but fortunately I have medicines for that, and if I take enough of them, they work. I now have to find something to eat. I don't have the energy to go to a restaurant, so I'm going to pick something up and bring it to the room and eat it here. I might as well surprise myself if I took to go. It's a walk of 10 minutes, and there are no near supermarkets anyway, so I have to walk at least 10 minutes. I might as well pick up a tuk-tuk. The timing is nice, and afterwards I can rest again. And let's see what the tuk-tuk will be. Fortunately, until now, the streets are kind of silent. That is very relaxing. but I'm fearing there will be more traffic coming now. It's still kind of quiet, fortunately, and I'm always near. It's around the corner. But I also found these nice old, typical British telephone boxes. They're not in use anymore, but nice sightseeing thing. Well, this is kind of the busiest part, but it's doable. There are the bridge, whatever crossings, so it's okay. And in the smaller streets, I just have to focus first to look left and then right. As you can see, I also wearing my sunflower cord. Maybe for safety, I should stand still a little bit. Especially when I'm tired and I'm also in a foreign country, unknown. I feel I need the backup of the sunflower cord. I have seen several people wearing it also, so it's quite common in it, as I already suspected. In the Netherlands it's not that big thing yet. So. Okay, this is the hotel, and the weird thing is that it faces the beach, but everybody checks in through the back. Oh, this is not the hotel yet. It's the neighbor hotel, which I would have before because it seems to have, according to the legend, art deco influences in the rooms and so. So we can only admire it from the back. And yeah, wish we were there. The traveling organization always chooses one of these three hotels, and we were kind of sort of unlucky that we have the neighbor, which is the Suncliff Hotel. And as I say, everybody checks in at the side. And this is the hotel at the front, Suncliff Hotel. And I can see you can also enter at the front. And this is the view that the people with the expensive rooms have. I thought that I had in mind that he would make the room and that I then could go to sleep, but I don't know, maybe I misunderstood, but okay. So she did not come, and now I decided to close off the door and first eat something and then go to sleep. I have to get my lunch out of this. It was officially £2.74, but I had to pay extra because I had to use PayPal for international payments. So let's see. I thought, okay. Well, the cookies are nice though. And I will eat a little bread, and it is dry. But okay, as I said, food is food, and as concerning worth, it's perfectly okay. Well, I brought along my simple to-go packet, so I don't grumble in the hotel room. I eat perfectly civilized with some utensils and plates, and what's left I will do the bread in some bags, but I don't think it's worth taking it home or something like that, and I don't think we will be eating it during our holiday. But I have some lunch. It was not expensive, and I also did not want to eat in a restaurant, so it's okay. I can get a decent lunch out of it. It's about 16:30, and there are screaming people in the hallway. I was just going nicely into my late afternoon sleep, but I'm awake now, and Bim will probably be returning within a half hour or an hour, so I'm going to refresh myself. Day 6 already was very difficult, but we already bought tickets through the chauffeur in advance for Osborne House. And since having already put so much energy in that, in this journey, I did not want to give up, but it was a very heavy day, and it was also one of the longest days because you have to head the ferry back and to and back. So that was a day where I'm always almost had trouble also being able to speak and sometimes not being totally focused, etc. But I did it, and I had the knowledge that the day after I could sleep all day if I wanted to. Hello, all. It's a little dark, but I am currently staying in the hotel again. And I've darkened the room, so I'm going to sleep a lot today and drink a lot and take care of myself. I'm wearing some comfortable clothing, and this is my rest day. I have enjoyed the 3 intense days, but it's time to take some rest again. So it's kind of feels weird to show you and tell you about how I do my holidays. Um, and after it's over, I probably will tell you if it's a, a successful a test or not. But I just wanted to show you that even though one is autistic, you might still be able to do things, and that's important for me to show you. So sleep well, for me at least, and well, enjoy this video further. To be honest, I don't know if I'm going to use these videos, but I wanted to tape it just in case. I'm so damned I don't really broke. It's very difficult not to be able to join him. Maybe I will use this because I want you to be. I want to show you an honest reaction, and as you know, I never work in script, or I am always realistic, so I might be able to. Sorry, might be, but might be. I might include this because it's an honest reaction, and I don't know what to say anymore. But I just wanted to tape this so it's not all blossom and rosy. It's a very difficult holiday. To be honest, me said we would not talk about it until it's over because otherwise we might crash. But I don't think we're going to do this anymore. The group interaction is very heavy, although it's not a very bad group. I think as for groups go, it's a nice group, but constantly being in company and having to be on certain times, and sometimes the time is too long and you're just walking around trying to make the time go as fast as possible, and sometimes you're really enjoying things and the time is too short. And as I said, we're not used to it. And yes, I have seen Stonehenge and I'm very happy with that. And that was the main reason for the holiday. But to be honest, never again. I know I may not. It's not good to speak about it now because the holiday is not over and I have to shoulder up and continue, but it's the last day and tomorrow is only the travel home, which of course is also continuously in company. And even on the boat, you're continuously amongst people. And I thought I analyzed every problem, um, but I did not realize the impact. I thought about, can I deal with social interaction? Um, and yeah, if I get tired, I can stay. I know it's for 2 days, but it's so intense. It's not only the social interaction; it's the continuously in company of people, traffic, and I might need a kind some time to recover when I'm at home. But anyway, I'm going to close. I'm going to mend myself because I wanted. Uh, I have to find something to eat, and I thought if I still have to go out to eat, might as well spoil myself with a high tea, afternoon tea, in the hotel next to this hotel, which, as you probably maybe see from other videos, um, is something I like and I would like to see, but I don't dare to just walk in there and look around and film or something like that. So I booked afternoon tea, so I have to get myself together enough to go there and look a little bit freshened up and do the afternoon tea. I had already observed that about that time of 3 p.m. there would not be many guests in the cafe, so I knew it would not be busy. Otherwise, I would not have thought about that. And I was in luck. I was the only one in there. That also is a little bit of a drawback, but okay, it was quiet. But since I have my autism spectrum diagnosis as a whole, highly functioning autist, I learned, supposedly, should have learned that overstimulation is mostly the issue. And to be honest, this is a trip that I learned a lot from, because I still do not seem to be in the mindset of um, um, realizing that, as you probably will see, have seen, I did calculate rest. I did calculate social interaction with people, but I did not calculate everything else. The smells, the noises, the traffic, the everything coming in. So it's still a learning process, knowing with your mind that you have autism and everything comes in, and that is the kind of thing that ties you, but also putting it into practice. And I clearly did not take that into practice. Also, when we were dining, there were several companies at the same time, so I have never experienced such a noisy dining room. It was really totally, almost that I wanted to put my fingers in my ears. So this really puts it into perspective that I'm still not emotionally realizing the impact of, or with my mind realizing the input, the overstimulation impact on everything. And that is something I really have learned in this journey. It was a very difficult one, as you can see. And I will need several days more to recover. But I have at least seen Stonehenge. And to be honest, it was very heavy, but I did not have at any moment that I really hated it or something. It was very difficult, as you can see, but I did not have, I regret this, I want to go home, or something like that, fortunately. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, or respond, and thank you for watching. Bye.